A Mount Pleasant family suffered an unimaginable loss 2 years ago, and for the first time, their story is shared. Tonight, Liza's life and a father's warning. It's a trip he wouldn't wish on his worst enemy.
Nobody deserves this. Nobody.
But it's a trip Dunn Hollingsworth makes weekly.
For the unfortunate fraternity of which I am now a member, you know, it's something that very few people understand or can comprehend.
A tearful walk to visit a daughter taken too soon.
We used to call her Liza Bug. When she was a kid, she was always a kid. She'll always be a kid.
Most beautiful blue eyes you've ever seen.
Liza's life was as bright as those brilliant blues.
She played guitar. She was a great little artist. She was a water fiend.
Tragically, it was the love of water that led to Liza's untimely death.
Liza was in the water with a bunch of little girls at a birthday party when it happened.
But not just any body of water. It was shallow, stagnant, and heated by the Charleston summer. Prime breeding ground for an amoeba commonly found in fresh water.
If you happen to be in the exact wrong place at the exact wrong time, when one of the drops of water gets shot up in the air and it happens to get up your nose,
then it can be deadly, attacking the brain, proving fatal in just a matter of days.
And Liza just came up and said, "I don't feel good, Daddy. You know, my head hurts a little bit," and was throwing up. And you know, I just thought it was a bug, just like, you know, typical kind. And that was on a Saturday afternoon. Sunday morning, she woke up and was delirious, and that evening it started to get bad. And they ended up sedating her that night. And she died Monday afternoon late.
10-year-old Elizabeth Sims Hollingsworth died of amoebic meningitis less than 10 days after contracting the disease.
From a happy, beautiful 10-year-old little girl. Yeah. It was sudden and shocking.
Liza's legacy reaches far. A garden was built at Porter Goud in her memory. At Pet Helpers on Folly Road, a sign was dedicated to Liza for her volunteer work.
That's one of my favorites. Her holding the little kitten on the last day. She felt good.
Most days are difficult for Dunn. Breaths can be hard to come by.
It's hard to move on. I'm not doing this story for me. I mean, I'm hopeful that doing this story can educate somebody. So somebody one time makes a decision, so nobody has to go through this. But if one person says, you know, I'm not going to let my child go swimming in that hot, stagnant, shallow pond in the summer because I don't want to take that risk.
For 10 years, he was wrapped around Liza's finger. Now she's wrapped around her daddy's wrist.
It's one of those things that never leaves you, ever. And today's her birthday. Yeah, she would have been 12 today, May 11th.
Since it was her birthday, a bunch of people left stuff.
His Liza bug left a lasting impression, and she may not be done.
Something's good. Something good has to come out of it.
As for the water temperature, the amoeba thrives when it's 80 degrees and warmer. How rare is this disease? Less than 100 cases have been reported in the U.S. in the last 47 years. The disease is 99.9% fatal. Cases of the disease have also been linked to neti pots, where regular tap water was used instead of distilled water.